What's going on, everybody? Baltmatrix here, and today we are taking a look at the 5-in-1 military combiner that I picked up over at AliExpress. This set was pretty darn cheap, and I saw it, and I was like, oh, I want that. Yes, please. Thank you. Now, we have a jet, a missile truck, a hovercraft, a tank, and an aircraft carrier? Scale is a little off here. Taking a look at the missile truck first, this is very reminiscent of the missile truck from the Marine Morphers combiner team that I reviewed, last year? And it looks very similar to that. Transformation is very simple. Simply come to the bottom or the back of the figure, pull down the feet like that, and then you can reach inside and flip down these toes like that. Then come to the back and split open the back of the missile, and that whole missile section will flip down, and then this forms the arms, like so. And here we have this little missile truck dude. It's actually kind of cute. Head sculpt is tiny and cute. It's about the size of a core class figure. Overall proportions are a bit on the weird side, not gonna lie, but I dig it. I like him. Posability? Don't worry about it. Next up is the jet, and it is a very silvery, nice-looking jet. Kind of reminds me of Leader 1 a little bit, like a modern-day Leader 1. I do like it. There is some die-cast metal up here in the front. That's the off gray or weirdly colored gray that you see there. The rest of it is plastic. There's no other die-cast here. Transformation, very, very simple. Grab the legs, flip them, pull them back, or the rear of the plane, pull them back to form the legs, and then obviously split them apart. Come to the sides here and flip out the arms and then fold out the fists, and then take the entire nose cone, flip that down, and then the head is inside, and we flip that up. We got this cute little dude with goggles, and he's so cute. Oh, and we pull out the arms until they snap into place, and oddly, that's really, really hard. But it's a cute little, very generic Seeker type transformation, and I'm okay with that. I just feel like things are supposed to snap in a little bit better than they do, and I've transformed this a couple times, and all the ball joints are now very loose. So yeah, it's a little rough to hold on to, and it's kind of hard to stand, but overall I do like it, and the color scheme works really well. So continuing with another silver vehicle, we've got the hovercraft, and again, scale is a little off. It's a nicely detailed hovercraft. That works really well. Transformation is fairly simple. Flip out the sides of the skirt. These will form the arms. Reach into the middle and unpeg it to flip that whole section up. Flip the front of the vehicle mode down to form the feet. Then the whole front of the vehicle mode will flip down. And then the entire top of the vehicle mode will flip down, and it's supposed to peg into place, but it's missing pegs. And then come to the thrusters, flip that up to form the head. And there we go. That's the transformation. We've got ourselves a little... Oh, and slide out the arms. I keep forgetting to slide out the arms. And they're supposed to snap into place when you slide them out, but they don't. Yep, here's little robot mode. It's a cute little robot. Sea Spray would be proud. The son of... let's call him the son of Sea Spray. Yeah, it works. I could easily see this being repainted as Sea Spray, honestly. I like it. I thought that there is a little bit of die-cast. This whole front piece is die-cast, and it doesn't need to be, but it is for some reason. And it makes the figure fall forward a bit when standing up, but thankfully he's got nice big feet that he holds real well. So yeah, it's a cute little figure. Head can't move, ball joint, hinges, ball joint, all that fun stuff. Next up is the tank. This cute little tank. And the tank, I like to just lift the turret up when I do the transformation, but yeah, tank turret turns. And if you lift it up, you can turn it all the way around. It's a very cute little tank. Transformation is about as what you expect for a tank. So come to the back and fold down the feet, and then come to the sides and flip out the arms. The entire rear of the tank mode will flip down. The tank turret will fold down. You can then flip up the head, turn it around, and flip out the arms and pose them such. And there we go. We have our little tank dude. And unfortunately, he is a floppy mess. This hinge here does not peg into place. It is supposed to, but as soon as you get it pegged in and you start moving it, it pops right out of place. So just be wary of that if you pick this set up. I do like the look, though the face looks like he's wearing a snorkel or gas mask, which is really creepy. The turret can fold off to the side, so you could get like this turret cannon, or you can come in and do an Armada Megatron. That does work as well. Or you could do a Jobby Cannon. Yeah, that works as well. I'm just going to leave it like that because that makes me laugh. And finally, and most oddly, we have the aircraft carrier. Again, things are not to scale here. The entire tower, just pull it off. This whole thing is going to form a gun. Actually, as an aircraft carrier, it's very realistic. So anyway, pull that off. Once that's pulled off, come to the bottom of the figure and then flip the entire front of the flight deck off to form to expose the head, flip out the arms, and then lift them up and swing them out to the side to form the, shoulders. And they're supposed to peg in or slide in, but they don't really. Come down to what will be the crotch area and unpeg this and flip it up, and it's supposed to peg into place underneath the shoulders. That makes it look a little weird. And then you can unpeg and fold down the feet, and the entire back will flip up, and there we go. That is its robot mode. And then you can peg the gun into his hand. And of all of them, he's not bad, but next to the tank, he's the most floppy. I mean, they all have a little bit of floppiness to him, but he's very floppy, partially because of the way he combines and partially because of the way, things don't peg in. I do like it, though. I think it's a nice little color scheme. Really does remind me of Broadside, which I could see this getting repainted as Broadside. Unfortunately, the damn gun falls out all the time. Yeah, get that back in there. Get that back in there. Screw it. Just throw it off to the side. Yeah, it's a cute little guy. Altogether, they feel like a pretty cohesive unit. I like all of these robot modes, and the feel on the plastic is quite good given the cost of the set. It's very cheap. It's nifty. It really is. Even though the figures are a little bit floppy individually, I do really like them. All right, let's go ahead and get them combined up then. We're going to start with the tank and the hovercraft as they will form the legs. So for the tank in robot mode, fold the head back up and then kind of return it back to tank mode and fold the feet up. So we got it about halfway. So what we're going to do is then turn the turret around and fold it all the way up. Then flip the rear of the vehicle mode up, and there are these two pegs on the back of the tank that will peg into these two peg holes. So get them up and pegged into place. Then take the arms, fold the arms up, and fold them in, and they will actually peg into these little tiny pegs. I don't know if that's showing up on camera. These little tiny pegs that are off the side of what are the robot mode's legs. So do that, and we have a foot. Now we're going to do roughly the same thing over here for the hovercraft. So then we get the legs combined, and then we fold the head up, and then we take the entire torso section and fold it at the hips up like that. And then this whole thing will fold down like this. And this is where things get a little weird. So it doesn't go straight. You kind of want it off at an angle. And then this will fold down and peg into these little slots that are off the front or the tops of the feet, thus creating a set of heels for the combined mode. It looks weird, and it feels even weirder trying to get it transformed into this mode, but it does work. Just trust me on that. We got two legs. Let's grab our aircraft carrier and then fold his arms back up and our shoulders back up and fold his arms in and then get them situated and keep this skirt up. Turn the legs like this. And then this whole section will just kind of sit on top of these leg sections like that. And then they will slide the feet into place like so. Here we go. And just make sure it's stood up correctly. So we have the first half of the vehicle or the combined mode done. Next, we're going to come to the missile truck and half transform it back. So fold the arms back down and combine the missile up together like so. And then while it's pointing back, just pull it apart from the rest of the figure and then combine the legs. And we've got ourselves a hand like this. And then we've got another arm like that. We'll put these off to the side. For the jet, we are going to return it to mostly jet mode. So first off, fold the nose cone up, fold the hands up, slide the arms up, and then put them back in place. All right. And then we're going to take the legs and fold the feet up, and then come to the back of the butt of the figure and flip this panel up and turn it around. And hey, there's the giant robot head, the combined mode head. And then we're going to take the legs and pull them out and flip them upside down, and they will peg into the little peg holes that are coming off the robot mode arms like this. So fold that out, flip it around, and peg it into place like that. Have the wings pointed down, and then there are these two big pegs. They will peg into the shoulder parts of Mr. Aircraft Carrier. And sorry, that's the beep. If you hear beeping, that is our pressure cooker. My wife is making soup. And then fold this down, and it just kind of rests there. It doesn't do anything else. Oh, and yes, if you want to be incredibly silly and actually really stupid, you can give him two heads. And then finally, we attach the cannon or the missile to the one arm. Just kind of turn that, and then that becomes one arm. Oop, and that came undone. And then this guy gets the other arm, like that. And there we go. Our little military vehicle combiner is all ready to do some damage. I really like this. This is really cool. If they scaled it up a bit into deluxe class figures and maybe fixed some of the floppiness, this could be amazing. I really do like this set quite a bit. It's a ton of fun. It's really cool. Posability is a little wonky. Head is on a ball joint, so it can look side to side. It does have knees, and it does have some posability, so you can get it to pose. It's hard, but it does work, so you can do it. It's not the most stable thing because the foot on the one side is rounded, which I think is bad, but that's just me. And yeah, if you have a figure stand, you could get this thing into some decent poses, and it looks really cool in some of these poses too. It's a fun little set. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's just fun. And yes, it does fall apart. That's just a nature with these cheap sets. It's cool. Now, height-wise, it is about the same size as Volcanicus, but it is also shorter than the Beast Combiner that I've already reviewed by quite a bit. Overall, the set is a ton of fun. It's just really cool and is definitely worth the money. It cost me I think to get it shipped, it was less than $20. It's neat. It's worth your money. So folks, let me know what you think of this combiner set down in the comments. As always, I'm going to ask you to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you all for watching. I have been Baltmatrix, and I'll catch you all next time.